Former Arsenal midfielder is close to returning to the Emirates, while PSG star is another name on the radar to solve Arsenal's attacking problems, and more. This is all the latest Arsenal news with Now Arsenal. First up, Arsenal endured a tough Tuesday night at home, losing 2-0 to Newcastle in the first leg of their EFL Cup semi-final. It was the first home defeat for the Gunners in over 9 months, the last of which came against Aston Villa in April. Now Arsenal will have to put in a great performance in the second leg at St James's Park, a ground where they have lost their last 2 Premier League games. Having said that, let's see what we have on the inside. One of the hot stories is that former Arsenal midfielder Thomas Rosicky has reportedly emerged as the leading candidate to replace Edu Gaspar as the club's sporting director. Edu left Arsenal in November 2024 to join Nottingham Forest for a new challenge in Evangelos Marinakis' multi-club football model. The Brazilian had previously turned down a lucrative contract extension from the Gunners, leaving a crucial leadership role vacant as Arsenal continue their push to cement their status as Premier League and Champions League contenders. According to The Guardian, Rosicky has been in regular contact with the Arsenal hierarchy as the club searches for Edu's successor. The Czech legend, who spent a decade at Arsenal between 2006 and 2016, has been Sparta Prague's sporting director since 2018 and is reportedly keen to return to North London. The good news is that, indeed, Rosicky has over 5 years' experience in the role and will surely make a positive contribution to the club. However, reports suggest that any move is likely to be delayed until the end of the current season. As for Arteta and his views on the matter, he said he would be open to working with his former teammate. Arteta's preference for a trusted and familiar figure coincides with Rosicky's candidacy, as Arsenal look to build on a legacy of domestic and European success. While Rosicky is the favourite, other high-profile names are also being considered. Former Arsenal captain and current academy director Per Mertesacker has been linked with the role, as has Real Sociedad sporting director Roberto Alabe, who has been instrumental in turning the Spanish club into one of La Liga's most solid structures. Nevertheless, the selection of a new sporting director is seen as a crucial moment for Arsenal's long-term ambitions, but the same could be said for the arrival of a new attacking player. The Gunners' lack of a finishing threat was highlighted in Tuesday's disaster at home to Newcastle. Arsenal created a number of very good scoring chances, generating an XG of 3.09 according to various sources, but still failed to score a single goal. With that in mind, the coaching staff are keen to bring in a new attacking face, especially with a tough run of fixtures ahead where the Gunners will be without 2 of their sharpest forwards in Bukayo Saka and Ethan Nwaneri. Yes, superstar Saka is already on his way to recovery, but the latest name to be added to the list is young talent Nwaneri. The 17-year-old has been exceptional in Arsenal's last 2 league games against Brentford and Brighton, even scoring the opener against the Seagulls. However, Nwaneri was forced off at half-time with a muscular injury and is expected to miss up to 7 games in all competitions. In terms of injuries, the 2024-25 season has been one of the toughest for Arsenal in recent years, with key players Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Magalhaes, Ben White, Mikel Merino and Bukayo Saka all sidelined for at least a month so far. As for Nwaneri, he is expected to miss the rest of January. Key fixtures include an FA Cup third-round tie against Manchester United, a Premier League North London derby against Tottenham, and Champions League clashes with Dinamo Zagreb and Girona. Arsenal fans will be hoping that Nwaneri recovers in time for the crucial Premier League clash with Manchester City on the 2nd of February. However, before then, Arsenal are expected to have already completed the signing of a new offensive player, and a South Korean international is the next name on the list. Yes, Arsenal are reportedly considering a move for PSG striker Kang-in Lee, who could be available for £40 million. According to The Athletic, the Gunners are open to exploring a loan deal with an option to buy if PSG are willing to negotiate. The 23-year-old South Korea international has been a regular under PSG coach Luis Enrique, scoring 6 goals in 16 Ligue 1 appearances this season. Despite his consistent game time and versatility across the front 3 and midfield, Lee is reportedly open to a new challenge. Arsenal have been monitoring Lee closely, but his current price tag appears prohibitive. A loan deal with an option to buy could make the move more feasible for the Gunners. Lee is a key player for PSG, both for his performances on the pitch and his commercial influence, particularly in the Asian market. The Parisians are not actively looking to sell, but are believed to value Lee at double the €22 million they paid to sign him from Mallorca in 2023. Arsenal are keen to bolster their attacking options as they chase down Liverpool in the Premier League title race. The Gunners have also been linked with Lee's PSG teammate Randall Kolo Muani, as we reported in our last episode. The France international could also be available on loan after Luis Enrique reportedly deemed him surplus to requirements. The last piece of news of the day is the departure of Kieran Tierney. The left-back is reportedly in talks to return to his boyhood club Celtic, according to David Ornstein of The Athletic. The 27-year-old, who has struggled for game time under Mikel Arteta, is keen to leave the Emirates and reignite his career in Scotland. Tierney, who left Celtic for Arsenal in 2019 for a then record fee of £25 million, has struggled with injuries in English football. Despite making 125 appearances for the Gunners, including a loan spell at Real Sociedad, his time with the club has been hampered by recurring shoulder, knee and hamstring injuries. According to Ornstein, Celtic are seeking a free transfer for Tierney when his contract expires. Arsenal have reportedly refused to activate the optional year in his contract, leaving the Scotland international free to negotiate a pre-contract with clubs outside of England. Celtic have opened negotiations with Kieran Tierney about a free transfer in the summer, Ornstein reported. Arsenal have not been approached about a January departure for the Scotsman, but talks are ongoing. While Celtic are currently leading the race for Tierney's signature, other European clubs are keeping a close eye on the situation. Arsenal have yet to decide whether Tierney could leave on loan in January ahead of a possible permanent move in the summer. Tierney remains a highly respected figure at Arsenal, known for his professionalism and commitment. However, with competition for places under Arteta fierce, his last appearance came in December's Carabao Cup win over Crystal Palace. The prospect of Tierney's return has already caused a stir at Celtic Park. During Celtic's recent 3-0 win over St Mirren, fans chanted Tierney's name, prompting manager Brendan Rodgers to express his frustration at what he saw as a lack of respect for the club's current left-back Greg Taylor. "There was a few things that I may have overheard at the end there. That's a total lack of respect," Rodgers said. "Greg Taylor has been absolutely amazing at this club. How does he feel? He nearly breaks his nose, bleeding for the club, for a cause. It's not very respectful. You sing for another player, no matter what Kieran's history is. I don't like that. There's lots of speculation, lots of names, but I wouldn't add anything to it." Well, there is definitely a bit of drama there, so we wait to see what happens. And with all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to Now Arsenal and check more information on our media channels, the now.arsenal.com website, and our socials across Instagram, Twitter and Facebook you can find in the description below. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video when we bring you more news on Arsenal Football Club.